Good evening. It's August 28th, 2026. My name is Jeff. Welcome to Devil Dog Jeff's channel. I appreciate you stopping by and checking out. This is a little summary of my journey with GLP-1s and my weight loss for the last few months and for the future, and what my goals are and why I'm on this journey. Uh, I really enjoy this community, and I hope I can help you get in contact with other people that are like-minded with the GLP-1 journey, losing weight and feeling healthy again, or maybe for the first time, like me, this is the first time in a long time that I've been feeling good. Little intro: I'm 62 years old. Um, I live in South Central Pennsylvania, beautiful area. Um, I've been uh, I've been on YouTube watching videos and learning about GLP-1s and enjoying meeting people and talking to people and getting motivated from them. And hopefully I can help show you how I got motivated, what I do, mental health aspects of it for me personally, how it's helped me, more than just weight loss, and and where I hope to be. Okay, so just a little bit of background. I been heavy all my life. Obesity, finding out obesity is a disease here in the last few months instead of my failures, has been a big motivation to understand that it wasn't my fault and to feel better about myself through all this. And I really believe after even just these few months I've been on since March, no, since May 19th, it was my first dose. I just feel like as long as I'm on this medication, I'm not going to have to worry about ever gaining this weight back and being 294 pounds again. You know, so I'm ecstatic and happy about this, and I tell everybody about it, and everybody can notice. Everybody can notice that I'm feeling better and the physical appearance and seeing that I'm happy. Being happy again. It's great. Um, But my journey did start back in March, where at my heaviest I was 294, and I got the diagnosis of being type 2 diabetic, being given medication, to work with that. And I started antidepressants at that time, also with Wellbutrin. And I always get more motivated and intentional when I use that. And the first few months, I did go from 294 down to 260. And at that point, I went in for a checkup with my doctor to ask about weight control medicine and GLP-1s. And, he was happy to prescribe that and gave me Ozempic because that's what my insurance would cover. Lucky enough and blessed enough to have that paid at this point. If that ever ended, I definitely would find other alternatives to stay on this medication at cheaper rates. So that's that's a that's a given. But so he prescribed that. Now it did take a couple of weeks to get the medication because of the process of the insurance authorizing it and then having Walgreens verify it with them and then with the doctor. It was a it was a thing. It took about 2 weeks, and but I finally got it. I got it, paid my copay, got it, and came home. And from watching different videos, they tell you just take the medicine, just take it. And that night I did. So I used it from in my belly, but at my belly button, taking my two fingers, putting it there, spacing it out, and then each time after, go in a circle and do a different area, so I'm not shooting into any scarring, which might, you know, hold the medicine from not going into the fat, and absorbing. So I have been doing that. So this week would be my 15th week of using Ozempic. Actually, tonight is shot night, so I'll be doing that after I'm done here, and it's been wonderful. So, so I was at 260 when I started the Ozempic, and now through these 14 weeks, I'm down to 230. Now I've been hanging around 230 here for a couple of weeks, but I'm trusting this process. Slow and easy. If it's half a pound at 1.5 pounds a week, that's awesome. That'd be fine. This I'm in this for the long run to understand. You know, it's forever, in my opinion. So if it takes a year, it takes 2 years, and to get to my goal, where my goal is to hit 199. It'd be great to be 185 again. I mean, when I got out of boot camp, I was at 176. But as you get older, you can't. I'm not thinking that I can be at 176, but why not? I'm watching other people do it, getting starting the same weight I am and getting down there. So that why not? Why not be? But I understand it'll be slow and take it slow. You know, I drink my water, drink my electrolytes with Gatorade Zero, and I'm eating protein. I I love salmon. Just learned to love salmon here in the last year or so, and I put pork loin in. Bake a pork loin and cut that up. I could use that for 3 days because it's just me. I'm not making dinner for our family. It's just me and chicken, of course. So I like having the diced chicken and throw it in there and season it up and throw in some cut up peppers and stir that up, let it go. It's a nice quick meal and that fills me up. And I love maybe having broccoli, steaming broccoli and cooking, eating that with the meals. And that's been pretty good for me. It's something I don't get tired of. So there's plenty of things like that. I'll take the lunch. I'll take a turkey sandwich and with cheese on. Get some protein. In the mornings, I usually maybe start with a protein bar. I like the MetX brands, and it starts off with 30 grams of protein in the morning. Uh, I do that and get water or Gatorade in the morning. At lunch, I'll have that sandwich and I'll get some water. And then at night, come home and after either going to the gym or walking the rail trail that's right, a quarter, not even a quarter mile away from the house, um, walk that. And it's a beautiful, calm. Put some earplugs in, listen to Metallica. So yeah, I go from calm while listening to Metallica, and it just keeps me going. So I like taking pictures along the way and sharing them, and it's a really good time. That's good. So I'm getting a structured life, being intentional again. When I stay intentional, with with the food, with the exercise, and doing it for me, it gets pretty easy just to follow that straight. When you see results, that really helps too. So results, it's you stay with it. When I first started, I got with this epic, I had some side effects. Maybe I got diarrhea once or twice, and a couple nausea maybe once or twice, but that was early on. I'm at point 0.5, which I just got started about 3 weeks ago, and I'm not really seeing any side effects from that. So when I stepped up from 0.25, so um, that's good with that. I think drinking the water and stuff is helping me. Maybe not having the side effects. Getting good sleep helps too. I've been instead of being up till 11 o'clock at night, I'm usually work out, eat, watch some YouTube, some other channels, and like riding the tide or the downsized and a lot more. I've been watching a lot more and enjoying them. And so I do that, and I'm usually in bed by like 9:30. 9:30, and get up at 6. Get up, ready for work, shower, get ready. So it's a good day. I work 8 hours. After an 18-mile drive, I work 8 hours. I install video cameras and access control readers, and so it's a little bit of a lot of computer work, a lot of moving around to hang devices, and it fulfills me knowing I can do a good job and actually do a better job since losing this weight. It feel less less brain fog and more motivated, and actually being able to get up ladders and walking a lot more. It really helps. So that helps me uh, feel good about myself, and whatever it takes to help you to feel good about yourself, do it. If you can, if you're here, leave some comments about you know how you could get through the day, that achieve things that make you feel good. Leave in the comments there. I'll read them and comment back. Be great to be in touch with people and have you on the same journey where we have something in common. We've been obese our lives and we've been fighting them. Now we know it's not our fault. Let's encourage each other in this community and just pass on the good word, you know? So thank you for that. Let's see what else. And I'm gonna just check my notes this first time for a long video. So I want to check my notes and try to get stuff in. Um, I think I covered a lot there. And with being shot day, I'll do that tonight. And, you know, there's plenty of things that help me along the way um, for mental health. I like to dig into that. What do you do to help you with mental health? I think walking's helping me, working out. I enjoy um, I enjoy collecting records, and I have a nice collection that I can throw on my turntable and listen to good music I like. Anyway, I think it's good, and that's helped me through some times here with that. Another thing, being on Ozempics helped me with. Um, it's really because it tells you it it works with your part of your brain that you're seeking pleasure, and I think you know it's really helped me with that. I always was a FOMO, fear of missing out on things. Got into crypto that for too long, got into collecting records. Now I'm focused in on this, and I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything by not being part of these communities any longer. And wanting to do this is something I want to do. I want to be able to encourage other people. Let's put in some comments, you know, some some of your goals and what you've reached so far, where you want to go, and just encourage other people. That's what we need to do. Whatever channel we're in, just say hello to somebody. You don't know; they might be having a bad day, feeling bad, and your hello. Even if you see them sneak into a chat, say hello to them. Make them feel good, um, and make them feel welcomed. And that's what I try to do. I try to do I because everybody made me feel welcome at a lot of places, and I feel like I already gained a lot of friends and people that understand what we went through our lives with obesity. Starting young, feeling young, and being in husky pants and stuff when I'm 7, 8 years old. I remember buying those. Well, I didn't buy them, my mom did, but um, being in them, and then also just going through school, always being the heavier guy. I played some football through junior high, and always the bigger guy. And it felt different than, everybody else, and also felt that way through high school. I joined the Marine Corps. I got down to 176 pounds from my weight of 213 when I graduated. And I just felt top of the world, felt top of the world. And of course, with obesity, it grabs you and says, nope, You're not going to be this, gain that weight. I sat around 226 for, most of my 20s and 30s, and then gradually got up there. And apparently my set point got up to 290s because that's where I always gravitated to. So hopefully after these weeks here and where it's slowing down for me right now, and if I'm talking too long, too fast, I'm just having fun with it now. Um, Hopefully after this point, my set weight's down at 230 and I have to, you know, work from that point on to lose more. I would love to get down, like I said, to 199, 185 would be awesome. And just, feel normal, you know, feel normal. Do you know what I mean? I think you do. I think a lot of us do. So I'm going to say this, saying goodbye, but for today, and this as a longer introduction video, and just encourage you to do what you can. A little exercise if you can, eat that protein, get that water, and because a little exercise will help you maintain the muscle you do have and get rid of that fat. But I encourage you to do just a little bit of what you can. Hey, if it's walk into the mailbox and back, great. If it's just getting up out of your seat, 20 times, sitting down and feeling like you're doing some squats there, do that. Then maybe put down comments, some things you do, and let's go from there. All right. I appreciate you checking this out. If you can kindly subscribe, that'd be great. If you leave comments, I'll get back to you. And hopefully, if we're not friends already, we can become friends on this journey. GLPs have saved my life, as I know, saved a lot of people's lives. So until later, have a good day. And in Operation New Life, get started. Let's do it.